Kurdish Peshmerga troops advanced on the ground after heavily shelling ISIL positions, supported by airstrikes from the U.S.-backed coalition. Their aim? To capture villages outside Mosul, giving them a base to operate when the final campaign to retake the city begins.
Our forces launched attacks from two directions. The total area is 22 kilometers, and we have so far liberated 100 square kilometers.
ISIL has controlled Mosul since the militant group first swept into Iraq in 2014. It's Iraq's second largest city and the militants' largest urban stronghold in the country. As the campaign to recapture Mosul takes shape, humanitarian groups are warning that more than 1 million people could be displaced by the fighting. Tens of thousands have already fled the city, some with harrowing tales of life under ISIL.
Militants from ISIL were imposing a siege. No one could get out. The men who didn't wear the same beards as them were punished and had to pay a fee. They whipped those who had SIM cards. They also whipped those who spoke on the phone, and sometimes they would execute them in public. We've seen people who have been executed, their corpses hung in public places.
Iraqi leaders have repeatedly promised that Mosul will be retaken this year, but questions remain about what might happen after the city is liberated. The long-standing grievances of the Sunni minority against the Shia-led government have never been resolved. And the battle for Mosul involves Kurdish Peshmerga, Iraqi army forces, and Shia militias, each group with its own agenda. The U.S. Defense Secretary acknowledged the problems at a meeting with allies last month.
What happens after the defeat of ISIL in Mosul? Stabilization plans, reconstruction plans, and so forth. And we're identifying the requirements there, which are large.
For now, all sides are united in a common purpose: victory over ISIL in the battle for Mosul. Malini, Wilkes, CCTV.